Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. Thank you so much for all of the support on my last video, guys. You guys were all so nice. I enjoyed all the comments. Thank you for your support. I just wanted to tell you really quick that I appreciate all of the support that you guys gave and all the love. All right, it means so much to me. Okay, so thank you for that. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. Before I do get into the tarot, I do have a message that is coming through, okay? And that's what we're going to try and decipher together, all right? So the number that keeps coming through for me is the number 47. And I'm pretty sure it's 47, not 74, but it could also be 74, but I'm pretty sure it's 47, all right? Now, this feels like an age, because I don't know what else 47 could be, because there's only 30 days in a month. So it might be the age that someone is now, or the age that someone was when something happened. Or if we break down those two numbers and it's 4-7, then maybe it's like the 4th of July or the 7th of April. Now, I keep seeing this number 47 in connection with something going on with someone's appearance, all right? But more specifically, somebody changing their appearance. Okay, so somebody doesn't look the same way that they used to look. Somebody has changed their appearance. Somebody has changed their life. They look completely different now. It's something about becoming unrecognizable, or somebody changing the way they look and now they're no longer recognizable, or something like that. All right. Now, I have no idea what this means, guys. That's just the message that came through here to start off the reading. And now we're going to see what's going on. Okay. What is this? What does it mean? What is it that Spirit is trying to tell someone here? I mean, it's kind of giving me something like, you know, let's say something happened when someone was 47 years old, and now at their current age they don't look the same anymore, or they've changed the way they look. So now you can't find someone because they don't look the same, or something like that. I don't know. Let's see, what is this message here today for the collective? Who's this for, and what does this mean? It's for the Emperor. All right, so that was quick. Who's the message for? It's for the Emperor. Okay. The 4 of Swords at the bottom. Yo, you're never gonna believe this. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know how this happens. I don't know how I do it. I don't know. The 7 of Wands, the 4 of Swords. 4, 7, 47. Yo, that's crazy. Okay, so I knew that number meant something. All right, so we have the Emperor here. We have a Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this has something to do with losing an investment, losing a gift, a blessing, an object of some sorts. Okay, let's see. Why is the Emperor here? The Page of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Cups, and Death in reverse. So now I don't know if you're the Emperor or this is somebody completely different, or we have a Queen of Pentacles here. I mean, or if somebody has become unrecognizable because they went from being the Emperor to now the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know, just take it how it resonates, all right? I don't know. But this is about rejection, okay? Somebody feeling rejected, being rejected. Bad news when it comes to someone's desires, what somebody was wishing for. This is somebody, there's no change, there's no ending. Somebody didn't go through a transformation. Somebody didn't go through a transformation. Or something didn't end. We'll see what that is, all right? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? The Ace of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles had this Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, they received it from someone or they gave it to someone. The Queen of Cups. So a Queen of Pentacles either received a blessing from a Queen of Cups or they gave it to a Queen of Cups. All right, Ace of Pentacles reverse. The Ace of Wands, someone took some sort of action, inspired action here. The Four of Wands, towards a home, a location, a property, a community, stability, and the Star. Let's see if we can find out some more. Tell me more about this Emperor, please. The Temperance in reverse. This is somebody that's not healed, not healing, not balanced. Who is this person? Change. This is so... This Emperor is the one that has changed. So the Emperor is the one that has changed, or they're the ones that have changed their appearance or changed the way they look, or... that is... I might make this a crime reading, guys, okay? Because I'm kind of... False person. They're wearing a mask. Look, in this card, this person is wearing a mask, hiding their face. So there's definitely an Emperor here that has changed. They're a false person. They have changed their appearance, or they've changed the way they look. They've made themselves unrecognizable. The question, though, is why? Why? Why have they done this? Because they're unhealed. They're driven by their own personal desires, their own wish fulfillment. So this Emperor is not you, collective. This is the person that has changed their appearance. Or, I mean, that's what I'm kind of getting. A breakup. This has to do with a breakup. Okay. Justice and the King of Cups. A King of Cups and Justice, a breakup. Why is Lovers in reverse here? Addiction. Okay, so this is someone that was very codependent, obsessive, possessive, and controlling. This is somebody that went through a breakup because they were obsessive, possessive, and controlling. And now they've changed the way that they look. They've changed something about themselves. But again, the question is like, why? Why would you have to go through that? Because of a marriage. This has to do with a marriage and somebody having multiple options. A one-night stand, stringing people along. What is this, like multiple aliases? It's giving me like aliases. When you have multiple options, but you're married, it's like multiple personalities, multiple like aliases. I don't know. That's what I'm getting though. Okay. Why is the Nine of Cups here? The Devil. Okay, so this is somebody that's fueled by their own toxic desires. This is someone that's very controlling, but with the Nine of Cups being here, that's like gluttony. Gluttony, greed, maybe even lust. and control, getting what they want. Yeah, this person is possessive and controlling, obsessive, gluttonous. All right, and they take stupid risks. They're risky, so they make stupid, careless mistakes because they're gluttonous, or they overindulge. They overindulge. So when they overindulge, they get careless or they get reckless. What does that have to do with a breakup? Because there was a breakup and they didn't think anymore. So this kind of looks like somebody that went through a breakup, something about a marriage, and they overindulged in a way and they became reckless and careless. They took a stupid risk because they weren't thinking clearly. They weren't thinking clearly. So I don't know, with overindulgence being here, if this is like, it's like, I don't know if it's like drugs or alcohol, but if anything, that's not really what it's giving me as much as like somebody that lets their desires overtake them. Like they fall into their temptation completely because they're not thinking clearly. It's like going through a breakup, going to the bar, and then letting like intrusive thoughts win. That's what this gives me. Like somebody that is at a low point in their life and they have intrusive thoughts because the devil is here with the 9 of Cups, which tells me this is in this person. Like they've always had this in them. They're not a healed person whatsoever, but in some sort of a moment, of pettiness or emotional immaturity, it's like they let their intrusive thoughts win. Like they gave into an impulse. They gave into some sort of toxic desire that they had for control and obsession. This is something, though, that they can't change. They can't change this about themselves with the devil in reverse, the death in reverse and the temperance in reverse. This is who they are. Like, they can't change this. It's almost like they can only control it. It's like they have this, it's giving me they have a demon that they can only control. But when they go through things, they have this devil within them that makes them do careless things, I guess, reckless things, where they overindulge. This is someone that fell into some sort of an intrusive thought that they had. And what was it? What did they do? They planned something. The Tower. They planned something. They planned some sort of shocking change, something shocking, something devastating, something sudden. What the heck? The devil one. Oh my God, it's like an intrusive thought. This keeps giving me like someone that is evil, and then there's like a trigger moment that makes them go out and follow their impulses or something like that. What the hell? Okay, this energy is actually kind of disgusting. Oh, well, it's kind of grimy. I think grimy is a good word. A wealthy man in a community. Yeah, I think I'm going to make this a crime reading, guys, because I feel like there's something here with this person. This person has like multiple personalities is what I'm getting, or like aliases or something like that. Or maybe they feel like they have a split personality or like an alter ego. I think that's what this is. They have like an alter ego or something like that. That's weird. Okay, who's this Queen of Pentacles? The Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. This has to do with a relationship. A relationship, okay. And the Eight of Wands, somebody taking some sort of quick action with a relationship. Stabbed in the back, shocking attack. This is someone that attacked someone. They hurt, I feel like they hurt someone. Okay, what's the Ace of Pentacles? Abundance, it has to do with money. Paying someone money, paying for something. Paying for something, paying some sort of money, okay. For what? Or why is that here? The Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom again. This is a betrayal, stabbed in the back. This is a shocking attack. This is like the Nine of Swords. This is like this person's intrusive thoughts. That's what I'm getting. This Emperor hurt someone. And it has to do with their intrusive thoughts. That's what I just keep getting. They have these thoughts. They have these evil thoughts. Or maybe they even hear things. I don't know. They have like the devil is in their ear. Or that's what they think anyways. I don't know. But something happened here with this person where it's almost like they just allowed themselves to fall into their demon. Oh man, I don't know what happened here, but it doesn't feel good. They took some sort of action at a home. What's the Ace of Pentacles reverse? The Knight of Swords reverse. Lies. Quick communication or taking fast action without thinking about the consequences, without thinking about the logic. The King of Wands. Yeah, this person took quick action. They took action without thinking about the consequences. And this has to do with a lot of money, a lot of money, a lot of wealth. What's that about? Adjudication in reverse. Being under judgment, being under harsh judgment. At a house. For something at a house. They took action at a house. Yeah, I can tell. But it also has something to do with money. Paying someone money, giving someone money. What am I missing here? The High Priestess. The Two of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. This has to do with somebody that took action to hold on to a relationship or to hold on to some sort of security in a relationship. But there was a breakup here. A King of Swords in the reverse. This is this cruel person. They're heartless, they're cruel, they're highly manipulative. They're not, the Fool, they took a risk here. What is this? Two of Cups. With a relationship, yeah, they wanted to hold on to a relationship. But what does that have to do with them doing something heinous, evil, where they didn't think about what they were doing. I know they did think. It's not, whatever this person is saying or whatever they did, it's not that in that moment they didn't think about what they were doing. I feel like it's quite the opposite. This is like something that this person has been fantasizing about doing, but they knew that it was like an intrusive thought that they thought they had under control. And then something ended up happening where they let that intrusive thought overtake them and they acted it out. It's more like in that moment where they did something, they yes, in a way they were not thinking, but it's like it's more like they weren't controlling themselves. If you get what I mean? It's like they lost control over their alter ego. They lost control over this inner indulgence that they have. It's very strange. Passion, yeah, this passion, or this is like anger, this is, I don't know. They couldn't, I feel like this is about this inner demon that they couldn't control. I don't know. Separation, unsure of future, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, thinking. Something about them thinking. Or not thinking. Why is that so important? Because thoughts came out in reverse. So this has something to do with this person claiming maybe that they weren't thinking when they did something, or which in a way is true, but it's like, because I feel like this is somebody that has these impulses, like they have this drive to do evil things. That's what this feels like. Honestly, the devil has come out twice with this Emperor. With Temperance in reverse, this person is very unhealed. They're very dark on the inside. I feel like they have very dark thoughts, like very intrusive, dark thoughts of what they want to maybe do to other people. That's really what this gives me. I'm sorry, it's really disgusting. But I feel like when they're clear-minded, what they think about is that they try to not give in to their impulse. I feel like they try to think about the consequences of giving into their impulses, like why they shouldn't do it. But whenever this thing happened, yes, in a way they weren't thinking clearly, but it's because they made, it's almost like they made a conscious decision to stop thinking about the consequences. That's what this feels like. Like they stopped thinking about stopping themselves and just let the demon come out of them, and they took this stupid risk. I can't get over this. This is on top of the Nine of Cups. They made this risk to let the demon out when it comes to their indulgences, like indulging into their demon on the inside. Like that's what this feels like. It's really weird. What else do we need to know about this person? They hurt someone. They hurt someone really badly. The Eight of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Stabbed in the back, and then you have the Ten of Swords here twice next to the Nine of Swords. I feel like this person hurt someone, like fatally. Why are you showing me this in connection to this number? Because that's the message. The message is about their intrusive thoughts. Why did they do this? Because of their intrusive thoughts. Or that's the message, is something about their mind. Or, I don't know, are they like something going on with their mind or their mentals, or I don't know if this person thinks that the devil is in their ear or talking to them or something like that. They definitely have a lot of fantasies, and it's almost like they try to control them. Like, this is so weird. It's really making me, like, I don't know. The Seven of Wands. They try to fight it off. This is somebody that like tries to fight off the voices or the inner impulses or the inner this inner, like, I don't even know what to call it, like wanting to hurt people. This feels like someone that's possessed, like they're possessed by a demon or something like that. Like, this actually feels like that, literally. I'm sorry, because it's like they're trying to fight off something that they feel like is telling them to do really bad things, and it's like they can fight it off to an extent, but whenever they did whatever this was, it's like they fell into it. It's like they let it overtake them. It's very weird. This reading is creeping me out, man. Seven of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Something about not having some sort of an object, losing an object, not receiving an object, losing it, losing an investment. Something would expose them. Some sort of manipulation here, lies, manipulation about what someone was planning, or why somebody did something, or why they made the choice that they made. The Six of Swords, to leave something behind, to get out of something, to leave something. They took this action so that something wouldn't be given to someone, or they wouldn't have to give to someone, or wouldn't have to pay someone, give someone money, or give, or somebody wouldn't get something from them. A marriage, a main male in the reverse, and a marriage. So is this like someone that wanted to divorce, or they did this to someone that wanted to get a divorce from them, or like, I don't know who this person is and what they have to do with you, collective. Now, and I don't know, like I said, if this person actually went through and hurt someone, but it kind of looks that way, or that's what they were planning, but I feel like they did it. And now they've changed the way that they look, or they changed the way that they act, or something about changing their appearance. That is really weird. Why is that coming out here? Change in false person. Because it has to do with stability, security, permanence, and growth. Spending money. Has to do with money. So this person spent money to change their appearance? Yes, something about looking in the mirror. I feel like this person changed their appearance. They don't look the same anymore. I don't know if this is like plastic surgery. Somebody got plastic surgery so they don't look the same anymore. And it has to do with a breakup and a separation. What the hell happened here, man? Okay, I'm going to get the crime cards because I do feel like there's more to this story. All right, so hold on. Okay, tell me about this Emperor, please. Who is this, and what's wrong with them? A device and a loan. The number 2, this has to do with a loan. Yo, I'm telling you, murder. That's what it feels like. I'm not kidding. I feel like this person did something to someone really bad. I was already feeling that. A judge. Malicious and oh my God, look at this. This murder was malicious intent. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. It was not an accident. This person didn't just whoopsie, oops, I didn't mean to do it. No, they meant it. They meant it. And I feel like this person was fantasizing about it for a long time and they just broke. Like something in their psyche just overtook them. It was not an accident. It's not an accident. Whatever they did, it's almost like, how should I say this? Like with this kind of a person, their energy, it's so icky to me. It feels so weird and disgusting to me. It's like, it's almost like a wonder that they didn't do it sooner. Because I feel like this person had to have a lot of, if you want to call it self-control, not to fall into this impulse, because it's like there's a demon inside of them. The devil is here with this person 3 times. Like they're very, and temperance in reverse, like they're very dark person. And this is their indulgence. It's like this is their secret indulgence. It's very, I don't like their energy at all. This murder was malicious intent. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. They're lying under oath, perjury and a judge. Something about lying under oath. All right, A. Nudes and an inheritance. Yeah, we do have the 10 of Pentacles over here. Okay, so something about a lot of money. A loan, a lot of money. A mole or informant in the system. A mole or informant in the system. Protective order, picture, and a warning. This is a warning about a protective order and a picture. Or this person already had a protective order against them. I don't know, it could have something to do with that marriage or the divorce or something. Or a separation. PayPal, PPP. Lots of P's coming out. And a lawsuit. Possessed by a demon. I'm telling you, this person, they definitely are. They are definitely possessed by something, all right? This has to do with a lawsuit against this person. Somebody lying under oath to a judge, perjury with a judge, a lawsuit, a mole or informant in the system. This person could have a protective order against them. A father. Game over. Game over for a father. Tax evasion. Mortgage. Something about selling. Mortgage, selling. This has to do with selling a home. Mortgage, selling a home, an inheritance, or a father selling a home, an inheritance, or this person thought they would be getting an inheritance from selling a home. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they realize they're not getting something. But why is marriage here? A mortgage. It has to do with a home. Or something happened at a home. Okay. Maybe, I don't know who they did this to, but H, changing hands. Something changed hands. A home changed hands. Money or paper trail with a business. Counterfeit. Counterfeit money. Counterfeit, something is counterfeit. Counterfeit money, counterfeit paper, online business or a business, something changing hands. Okay, what's that about? Deal. Spelling, spell work, something about work or something about spelling. DH. DIHID. Food or drinks. DRI. NKS. Maybe it's just the letters. This person is running away because they ran away for privacy. I don't think it's privacy invasion. I think this has something to do with them changing their looks or changing who they are, to get privacy. I feel like they want privacy. They're running away because they want privacy, changing hands, or maybe it's not hands, maybe it's like changing face or changing hair. Changing hair, changing face, changing their way they look. They're changing something about their appearance to get privacy. Thief, H again. Maybe it's hair. Changing their hair? Or H again, a thief. L, H, L, D, I, H and L, wait a minute, H came out twice now, yeah, and L, O, SEX, changing their SEX? Or did they go from a man to a woman? I don't know, man. Don't ask me, okay? O. Or it has something to do with that. I don't know. T. A bunch of letters. Yeah, it said, look, spell work. So something about the spelling of something. THODLI. I mean, THO could be Thomas. Money, organized crime, meeting. A meeting about money. Business, a money trail. Something about counterfeit money, or something is counterfeit, a money trail, money. Text messages. Heart chakra, intimidation, more letters, M-E or W-E, but I feel like it's M-E. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what this is supposed to be, guys. Please tell me in the comments what this is. Support. Can you help me understand this a bit better, please? Why is money and meeting coming out? Money trails, counterfeit money. Because of a breakup. Because of a breakup, okay. So there was a breakup and it has to do with money, or does it have to do with like separating assets, maybe? Maybe it has to do with separating assets. So tell me more about that. A breakup or a partnership. Spell work. Counterfeit. Something was counterfeit. Okay. Support. National. They made a choice. They made a choice with an agreement. Okay. Post box and weed. Accidental death and C. Cybercrime. No, this was not an accidental death. I mean, I feel like they could be trying to paint it that way because it happened in the moment, but it wasn't like accidental, like they did it on accident and they don't remember anything. No, I don't believe that. It feels more like an urge that they just ended up giving into. But it wasn't accidental. Like they didn't mean to. I don't believe that. Alcohol, international. I don't know. Are they saying they were drunk when it happened? Well, that could be true. It could be true that they were drunk or drinking when it happened, but still, it's like when they were drunk, that's when the demon came out and they couldn't control it anymore. You get what I'm saying? The demon was there. It's just that maybe they were inebriated and they couldn't control it anymore. Something like that. I don't know what this is, man. Has to do with screenshots. Shots, taking shots, maybe. Antibiotics and an offshore account. And a physical disease. Did they say that they were drunk and they were hungover and now they don't remember anything? I don't know, man. This is really strange. What am I missing here with this? They're trying to make themselves look innocent. But you see them with your third eye. Birth certificate. This has to do with an opportunity to press charges on someone here. It's a RICO case. There's an opportunity to press charges on someone. RICO. Crown chakra. You know who this is. I don't know, but you know. You know who this is, and you know what happened here, I guess. Because something can be traced back. And it has to do with someone's clothes, someone that's local and their clothes. Something can be traced back with their clothes. Stomach, Pisces. I mean, it says solar plexus, but something about someone's stomach or this region right here where your solar plexus is. We did have heart chakra as well, so that would be this area, like your upper abdomen. Oh, man. What the fuck did this person do? They did something offshore account. With they had an agreement here, post box. Bad news, or what's that called? Not the prenup, but the postnup. Something about a divorce, a marriage, a wedding, a breakup, a separation. What is this, like a post-nup maybe? Something was bad news when it came to an agreement, because there's definitely something here with money. CPS. Tarot and V. Somebody making someone an offer and it ending in death. Trying to make someone an offer, it ended in death. This has to do with somebody being hired, cryptocurrency. Okay, wait a minute. What's the connection here between, because we have a Queen of Pentacles here and a Queen of Cups, and these two are showing up with this stabbed in the back, a shocking attack, someone possibly being stabbed. It might even be something like that, where somebody was stabbed. I gotta be honest, because that's really what it gives me. It gives me someone that's claiming they blacked out, but it's like the blackout is not from the alcohol. The blackout is from when the demon took over their body, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it's really giving me something like that. So what were they fighting over here? Fighting over money. PayPal, fighting over a payment. Fighting over a payment. Money. Yeah, they had an agreement. Hired. It has to do with an agreement that was made. Somebody was hired. Okay, so they had an agreement. Somebody was hired for money, paying something. Okay. And it has to do with a marriage. But I don't know, like, okay, something about a marriage. I just don't know. I mean, it kind of feels like a husband and a wife kind of a thing, right? But did you hear my light? I don't think you could hear it, but my light just turned off in my fentanyl. So there was an agreement in a marriage, and it has something to do with someone being hired and being paid. No. No. Okay, never mind. No. What am I getting wrong then? Possession. Somebody being possessed. And it has to do with a financial crime. And a transaction. So that's what they were fighting about, I guess. They were fighting about a transaction and a financial crime and somebody being hired for something, or hiring someone and paying someone, an agreement. PL, LP, SEX. This has to do with cyber stalking and a wire. Cyber stalking, cyber crime. Text messages, and somebody in the home was in possession of text messages from an online business, or somebody had text messages that had to do with a business. They were in possession of these in the house. And something was identity fraud. A subpoena. A subpoena was identity fraud? Or somebody was going to get subpoenaed over some sort of fraud, identity fraud? Because of pictures. Intoxicated, obsessed. This has something to do with this person that is what their actual energy is, someone that's obsessed, toxic, demonic, evil, alter ego. And it has to do with them trying to say they were intoxicated or they were drinking or something like that. They were intoxicated when something happened, but I don't believe that. Well, I believe that they were intoxicated. I do. But I don't think it was to the point where it was an accident. Like, that's not how it feels. That's really not how this feels at all. A betrayal with a prosty. A betrayal. This has to do with tarot and a baby. This has to do with tarot and a baby. Tarot and a baby? Tarot about a baby. Okay. So, all right, what else do we need to know about this that's important? It has to do with a death. This is someone that died. This person killed someone. It's a warning. This has to do with nudes and an agreement. Online business, a wire, P. Well, I mean, it could be a wire transfer, like somebody paying money to a business or wiring money to a business or wiring money from a business. Something like that. Payment, tarot, PayPal. What? Tarot payment, tarot PayPal? Okay, I don't know what that's about, but all right. A letter. It's about the letters. R. It's about the letters. T-A-R-O-T. O-T came out. Now we have R. This has to do with organized crime, a copycat. And M-E again. Letters, a lot of letters, all right. L, M-E-L. Money, it has to do with money. Yeah, I know. Tax evasion and a trust fund, some sort of a fund, some sort of tax evasion, somebody wiring money to a business from a business, a financial crime. S, offshore account, again, cryptocurrency offer. It has to do with somebody wiring money to an offshore account, hiding money in an offshore account, hiding money in cryptocurrency. But what does that have to do with this person going batshit crazy and then doing something to someone? Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is it that somebody found out where they had their money or what? Did this person find out where they had their money hidden? A copycat. They had a copy of something. Warning nudes. Why does that keep coming out? Warning and nudes. Because of a death, L. Has to do with a recording, recording you, eviction. A recording. Someone's mother. T, detective. An international detective. Somebody in that, I don't know, guys, but that's the sign or the message for someone in law, or that's the sign or the message for law, in law, detective. Yeah, nothing else is coming out. So I hope I got the message. I hope I got everything. If you guys know what this is, let me know. But it kind of feels like somebody found out about some sort of money or money stashed away or money put to the side, and something about a marriage, a breakup, a separation, and whatever this was that happened was not an accident. It was an intrusive thought that won. I hope that helps, guys. All right, I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that though. Okay, let's see maybe who's involved here. This doesn't feel like all my cards. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that because I don't think these are all my cards. I put them somewhere else. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time.